Due to the stock market, then you need to know about vertical integration. Find the oil, drill for the oil, transport the oil, store the oil, turn that nasty crude oil into something that people want to use, and then distribute that end product to people that want it, like drivers who need gasoline. If one company did all of those things, it would be a perfect example of vertical integration. There are 5 of these companies that you all know and probably hate. We refer to them as big oil. If we add in the companies that are owned by governments, we would come to 14 or 15 fully integrated oil companies in the world. By controlling the entire supply chain, these companies don't have to worry about another company or third party gumming up the works. They're going to get the supplies they need on time, and they can distribute it to the customers how they see fit. In 2020, when the price of oil collapsed due to the COVID oil demand shock, over 80 oil and gas companies ended up having to go bankrupt. Not a single one of them was fully integrated. The big oil companies, they pump their own oil out of the ground, and they also buy oil from independent producers to feed it into their refineries. The big oil companies also have their own storage. So when the price of oil plummeted in April of 2020, big oil companies stopped buying oil from the smaller independent producers and focused their storage capacity on storing their own produced oil. This is because it's very hard to shut in a well. It's dangerous. You can't do it very quickly. Once oil's coming out of the ground, it needs to keep coming out of the ground. This is a clear life and death advantage to being vertically integrated. Own your own storage, you might make it. If not, you probably won't. Of course, there were some other factors at play. Debt loads, the price of oil and gas. This was a big factor, the storage cost. Independent gas station? Forget making any profit on the gas that you sell. You make all of your money on the wares and trinkets in your shop. Skittles, gum, toothbrush, whatever you happen to sell. If you don't sell any of those side things and all you sell is gas, you're going to go under. You don't make enough profit to stay alive. The biggest gas chains in the United States are Shell, BP, Exxon, and they want to sell their own gas because they make the whole profit margin. They get the whole stack. There's no reason for them to pay margin to somebody else. They'll also sell you Skittles. Building and maintaining a vertical integration advantage into a business is a huge deal. A lot of the biggest companies in the world count on it. I would argue, though, that oil and gas are the most vertically integrated. Literally pulling something out of the ground and then turning it into something that an end consumer is going to use is as vertically integrated as you can get. Some notable examples, though. Netflix in 2016 started to produce its own content. That made them vertically integrated. Tesla doesn't buy parts for its cars from other manufacturers. It builds it all in-house. So while they don't mine the aluminum or produce the rubber, they are very vertically integrated in their manufacturing process. The takeaway is that if you're not vertically integrated, you're vulnerable. Some other company that you rely on can come in and f your day up.